Floyd Mayweather has officially stepped back into Tank Davis's world. The timing could not be more intense. With the Jake Paul fight getting bigger every single day, Floyd showed up to help sharpen Tank's mindset and technique. Their past differences are being left outside the gym because right now, the mission is simple. Elevate Tank to the deadliest version of himself. When two perfection-obsessed champions reunite, the energy changes. The seriousness of this upcoming event just got even louder.
Fans, the real ones that know that this is no easy fight. He's very skilled, and I'm going to go on the line and say this may be the most skillful person that Tank has faced thus far.
I just don't want to look bad come fight night. My biggest fear has been embarrassed, especially in front of, like, all these people, like, worldwide. Then you be, like, come this mean for deck, like, you know? Like, I ain't got time for that. I'm not trying to go out getting my butt kicked.
Fans are buzzing everywhere, because if Mayweather is involved, it means something major is coming. His knowledge against unpredictable opponents is unmatched, and people believe that mentorship could become Tank's biggest weapon. This reunion has shifted the energy of the promotion from fun entertainment into full war mode. Jake Paul might think this is just another show, but with Floyd guiding Tank, this fight suddenly feels like a statement being prepared in silence.
They just want things right now. They want to see nothing but excitement. They want to be entertained. They don't want to pay a lot of money to come to a fight to watch two guys just jab, grab.
Tank Davis has turned his training into a battlefield. Every session shows a fighter refusing to take one step backward. His hands fire like lightning, his feet glide as if the ring shrinks around his movement, and his durability looks scary sharp. Coaches say his aggression comes with discipline, meaning every punch lands with purpose. Tank understands Jake Paul's size and power bring a real threat, so he is training like a champion who has no interest in letting a YouTuber steal boxing's crown. Hungry, focused, ready to explode. That is Tank right now. Leonard Ellerb says exactly what fans already feel. Tank isn't here to put audiences to sleep. He gives them what they pay for. Suspense, heart-pounding moments, knockouts that trend for weeks. He doesn't step into the ring looking to outpoint opponents. He steps in ready to take somebody's lights out. That is why people line up for his fights, and why this showdown with Jake is set to dominate headlines. Tank doesn't just fight. He delivers electricity with every punch.
They just want things right now. They want to see nothing but excitement. They want to be entertained. They don't want to pay a lot of money to come to a fight to watch two guys just jab, grab. Again, that's why Tank Davis is the most exciting fighter in the entire world, because he gives the fans exactly what they want.
And speaking of familiarity, you mentioned that earlier. This is somewhat of a familiar foe in Oscar De La Hoya via Ryan Garcia, Floyd Mayweather, Tank Davis. There's some old connotations there. How much is Mayweather Promotions or PBC looking to deal a blow to the Golden Boy brand by knocking out their stalwart in Ryan Garcia?
Oh, that's happening. And then again, it's always good. You know, it's great. It'll be great for Tank.
Paulie Malignaggi has a warning built out of respect for this sport. He believes boxing has always been about skill, legacy, and earned moments. Seeing the spotlight shift towards social media-driven matchups makes him uneasy. He fears that if the sport prioritizes spectacle over fair warfare, the soul of boxing starts to fade. Hardcore fans want real competition, not flashy shortcuts. Malignaggi argues that if this fight doesn't show true boxing greatness on both ends, the audience may cheer. But the sport pays the price.
Knockouts, dude. Knockouts. People like knockouts. They don't care if you're knocking out cab drivers. Look at Jake Paul's career.
You can manufacture that, though. You can manufacture
You can't manufacture.
To a degree, you can. To a degree. I mean, Gervonta legitimately cannot get knockouts. I agree. He can punch, but There's a lot of
he's
limited
got-
knockout artists, though, man.
He's one of the least active punchers in the game with the highest knockout percentage of current heavyweight.
But if he was a real knockout artist,
current champions.
if he was a real knockout artist, put it, prop him up against the best of the best. Felix Trinidad was a knockout artist. He was knocking out the best of the best. If you're a real knockout artist, prop him up against the best and show us how he smokes them. But the way
Paulie,
we did when Felix Trinidad was doing it. You know, the way they did when Mike Tyson was doing it in his prime. Okay, say what you want about the Mike Tyson era. He knocked out everyone from 1986 to 1989. Everyone got knocked out. Everyone.
Well, by your standard, you could say that Tyson was to a degree manufactured.
No, because he fought everyone that was there. Everyone that was there at that time.
Teddy Ellis will 100% agree with this.
With the expense of
Witherspoon. That were afraid of him.
With the exception of Witherspoon. No, but they all, doesn't matter. He knocked them all out. There was nobody you could say in that era except maybe Witherspoon, who had contract issues with King at the time. Oh, except for Witherspoon, there is nobody Tyson didn't fight in that era. He knocked them all out. You can't say like, oh, but if he would have fought that guy, I don't know. No, with Davis, there's guys right now that have been hanging around for years. Yo, dude, when are you going to fight them? The lightweight division was stacked with talent. Even at 130, it had a lot of talent when he was there. Didn't fight almost any of them. So it's not the same thing as the Tyson era. You want to say anything about Tyson era? Fine. It wasn't as high level or something. He still knocked out everyone. There was nobody there in that era that you can say Tyson didn't fight.
Didn't say it was related. It was the same as the Tyson era. Didn't say it at all. I was actually going to say the opposite when you talk about Trinidad.
Floyd Mayweather keeps proving that retirement is only a word. Rumors about him chasing another mega fight show. He is addicted to the spotlight and refuses to let his presence fade. Seeing Tank and Jake grab headlines seems to have reignited that competitive fire. Floyd loves being the reason the world watches boxing. Whether he fights Tyson next or not, everyone sees what he wants. His name carved into every conversation, every news report, every big moment the sport creates.
Many celebrities and so many people that are known where you can get somebody and they can sell tickets to events. That's what kicked off the social media influence boxing that Jake Paul was birthed from. Now we're in a vacuum. And so there's going to be a lot of conversation about that and continuing to do that. In this particular video, though, I want to get into the mind of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and why Floyd Mayweather Jr. would do this. There is the money, but there's also the competitive nature of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and him not wanting to have other people think that they're a bigger star than he is. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has not been able to really launch his star outside of the sport of boxing, so he continues to do exhibitions. Now, what I think is that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is announced it at this point in time with Mike Tyson in order to take advantage of the publicity heading into the Gervonta Davis-Jake Paul fight, which is, I do believe, set for November. So now that they have all the publicity and all that stuff coming out from that, he's going to piggyback on it and then try to have it in the beginning of next year sometime and actually make it a bigger event than Gervonta versus Jake Paul. And it probably will be. And the reason that I say that is because of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is bigger than Floyd. Let me say Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson is bigger than Floyd Mayweather. I still think his name is bigger than Floyd Mayweather, even though I know Floyd has made more money in the pay-per-views. And I think that had a lot to do with, again, social media area and otherwise. But the combination of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson and the question about what is going to happen in that fight,